My name's Tamsin Goodger, and I'm here today representing myself, Mrs. Karen Jefferson, Alison Sanders and Samantha Creek, as we're all part owners of 5 Alton Grove that's next door to the garage as it exists at the moment. We want to object to the planning application for 84 Merton Avenue, which proposes this extended building. Firstly, I think it's worth pointing out in the planning, flood and design access statement prepared by Robert Tutton Town Planning Consultants in August of this year, on behalf of Mr. Wells, it stated that the applicant had previously undertaken consultations with neighbours, including number 5 Alton Grove, and it stated that aside from number 82 Merton Avenue, all other neighbours were supportive of this scheme. It's never been the case that 5 Alton Grove have been supportive of this scheme, so it's just worth noting that. Our family has lived in 5 Alton Grove for almost 50 years, and do feel a strong responsibility to ensure that this beautiful part of Colchester is maintained and the location is kept as it is for everyone else to enjoy. We've seen some changes to the property at 84 Merton Avenue in more recent years, and most of them have been to the benefit of the street scene and the aesthetic appearance of the road. However, for reasons we're unaware of, since the garage was built several years ago, it has remained unfinished with no roof or doorway. Therefore, it's never been used for storage or parking since Mr. Wells achieved planning permission back in 2009. The reason for our objection to this application, as stated by Rachel Hebden in her report, is its scale and the design and the position front of the existing property line. I understand that there's other houses in the road, Merton Avenue, that have similar designs, but they are not prominently forward of the existing line. And that we find it very obtrusive and would fail to respond positively to the character of the street scene. Alton Grove is a beautifully open road and gives a real sense of space for everyone who uses it. The properties from 5 Alton Grove heading west are set back from the road and have similar roof lines running parallel to the road. This proposal would see an imposing structure substantially forward of the building line on the north side of Alton Grove. I don't feel its design complements or makes any attempt to be respectful of the key characteristics of the area in terms of its scale, form and spaciousness as stated in policy CF7 to CS17, or indeed would respond positively and be respectful of the key characteristics of the area. Another area I believe the application does not comply with this policy is that it does not provide continuity of built form, and whilst it could be argued that it does create a sense of identity and distinctiveness, I believe this is not in a positive way, and it does not identify with anything else in the street and is certainly not legible. Indeed, it appears that due to the restricted space on the site, the design is extremely inflexible. The design does not fundamentally change from the application for a single bedroom dwelling, which was recommended for refusal and withdrawn earlier this year. No attempt appears to be made to create a sympathetic building to the existing street scene, rather just squeeze something into the space available. Another point which I believe the proposed building would not appear to adhere to, particularly if permission was sought at a later date for change of use to a dwelling, that it would not provide... I'm sorry. That was me.
I think we've got the general impression of what...
Thank you so much.